There's this anime called Radiant that was adapted from a manga, which honestly, this manga is drawn so well. It looks so pretty. That's the thing. That's all this manga and anime is. Pretty. And here's the thing, it kind of works for the manga. Spectacle is kind of important, especially since it's still images. But for the anime, when it comes to anime, we take stuff a little bit more for granted. Radiant sucks. It doesn't even feel like it was made by the Japanese. I don't know if it was. It feels like it was made by Frenchmen. There's nothing wrong with that. Everything about the show and how it's presented would make sense because it's essentially outsiders of the anime fandom trying to dip in, and therefore they're mimicking all the basic anime tropes. One of the biggest letdowns of Radiant is the protagonist. This character is the epitome of protagonist-kun. Dead ass. Dead ass. He has spiky dark hair. He's a goddamn loudmouth. This show is going for the generic nomination. The protagonist, I forgot his goddamn name because that's how unremarkable the protagonist is. The protagonist is essentially some loudmouth kid, a sorcerer just like a bunch of the people in the universe of Radiant, but he's special even by their standards, which makes him more unremarkable. If you were to scour the scape of anime and grab every protagonist you could and put all their traits together into one character, mismatching all the traits and trying to put it in, make it an amalgamation into one character, you would get the protagonist for Radiant. This character is so unremarkable. Hey, what can this character do? What's his power? Supernatural strength, using magic to boost his strength. That's it. That's all this character does. And you know what makes him special even by sorcerer standards? The fact that he can use magic with his bare hands. Because of the skill set he has, that don't mean jack shillings. It really doesn't, because he already has supernatural strength and his power is just punching shit really hard. So the thing that makes him special is the fact that he can punch shit really hard with his bare hands instead of using some special gloves. It's stupid. It's so retarded. You could replace this protagonist with any protagonist from anime and the show would be better, even just by a little bit, because he is the most unremarkable of any protagonist I've ever seen throughout all of anime. Confirmed. The anime looks pretty, like gorgeous animation, but the animation isn't really too fluent all the time, and it's just pretty good graphics. Even the opening with the most lit song I've ever heard from a Japanese band in a long time. The opening is stale because there's nothing, no special quality of animation added to it. It's just characters doing stuff. Radiant is a disappointment. It's such a generic anime. It's such a generic show. I'm telling you, this show has nothing to offer you that many other anime over the years and are going on right now can offer you.